NLP. Assume them and consider them as true, then the whole science of NLP will fall flat on its face. You will not be able to utilize NLP effectively. Behavior is what we do, what we exhibit in the outside world. That is behavior. What we are saying is all the behavior that we exhibit, all the actions that we do come about as a process, as a result of all the thinking that was going on inside. Yes.
So can I just
of information. Computer bits. Yes, absolutely. What we also say is the brain processes digitally. Yes. 134 bits per second is what it processes. Yes.
Where does the information come from? 134 bits.
This has been as a result of a lot of studies that have been done. If you want, I can give you the references later. I can give you those references. The research papers are available outside. And yes, you're right, that is very slow. That unfortunately is not in our hands, changing the processor. So we have to make do with this processor that we have already installed, the motherboard that is there. We just have to change the programming that utilizes this processor in a far more faster manner. And that is precisely what our NLP addresses.
You can make it faster.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because the results that you get will be a result of what 134 bits are you capturing. Learning NLP will help you ensure that a lot of those 134 bits are the ones that will help you reach the results that you want. Yes. Absolutely. Because of the awareness, you know precisely what's happening around and which are the bits of data that are important to achieve the results that you want. That is how NLP helps us.
I think we are not talking about the speed. We are talking about the quantum of information that is.
Yes. Yes. We are looking at the quantum of information that reaches the brain and finally the quantum of information that is processed inside. That is where we said already inside our brain there are processes called as, or filters to be precise, that we call as deletion, distortion and generalization. These filter a lot of unessential data. Now how do these filters operate? They are also formed in the same way. Right from childhood, when I've learned something, that becomes a filter for me. Let's go through example. A belief. Yes. Beliefs and attitudes are still different. A filter is something that you don't consciously know. Are we open to a small quiz?
Sure.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at this. Typical kaun banega crorepati kind of a question. Alright? Let me tell you the options first. The options are India, Pakistan, on the border, not applicable. Are we clear? India, Pakistan, on the border of India and Pakistan, not applicable. Okay? Not applicable, can't say, whatever. That is the last option. Are we clear with the options, everyone? Yes? The question is, a plane crashes on the border of India and Pakistan. An aeroplane. A plane crashes on the border, exactly on the border of India and Pakistan. Where will you bury the survivors? India, Pakistan, on the border, not applicable, not possible, can't say. So how many of you say India? Can you raise your hands? Okay. How many of you say Pakistan? Can you raise your hands? Okay. How many of you say on the border? Can you raise your hands? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. How many of you say not applicable? I presume the rest of you. Okay. Sir, why in India? Okay, that's a fair enough assumption. The plane may be coming from India. That is why they should be buried in India. Alright, there is nobody for Pakistan. Oh my goodness. Okay. What about on the border? There were quite a few people who were saying on the border, right? Why on the border?
No proper demarcation.
No proper demarcation, sir. No proper demarcation. Ma'am? Same thing. Out here at the back I saw a lot of hands. Why on the border?
There shouldn't be any conflict.
India, Pakistan, too many conflicts. There should not be any more. Okay. Any other ideas at the back? Okay, the ones who said not applicable, why so? एक minute. Sir.
Crash is on the border.
Huh.
Because of the speed, it may go anyway.
Okay. Brilliant. Amazing. Any other ideas?
Sir, we don't know whether who has died, how many have died, who has got, how many survivors.
कितना सारा problem है नहीं life में? Absolutely. Now, sir, let me tell you all, sir, ma'am, all of you. If you try to bury the survivors, they will kill you. My question was, now let me repeat my question. My question was simple. A plane crashes on the border of India and Pakistan. Where will you bury the survivors? India, Pakistan, on the border, not applicable. Correct. You are absolutely right. I'm sure none of us out here are unintelligent people. I'm absolutely sure of that. What happens was here, now if you look at us as a population, we are the Indian population. And the India-Pakistan issue has been going on for God knows how long, and there has been too much of ill will involved in it. So the moment we heard India-Pakistan, those are the primary things going on in our mind. The second thing, plane crash. Our process of generalization made sure that we thought plane crash, everybody has to be dead. Correct? Then we distorted, saying that we don't know where exactly the plane went, what are the nationalities, so on and so forth. And in the whole process, because of all the other data that seemed to be so important, we deleted the word survivors. Now this is exactly what happens when most of our data reaches our brain. We either delete, distort or generalize things.
Doctor has hold on that.
Absolutely.
By survivor.
Yes.
So generalize is that whoever must be dead.
Yes.
So that might be some mechanism of the brain or chemical.
That is precisely what we call as filters. Our brain has filters which have decided what to throw away or keep at the back of our mind and what to process.
That is not in our hands.
That is not in our hands. That is something. Yes. A lot of times, unfortunately, we filter the most important things and we throw away
So that,
all that is of key consequence.
so we have to accept that part. I mean, we have to accept that
Yes.
the functioning of the brain.
Correct. Now what? Absolutely. There's no alternative. Because these are filters which are unconsciously operating in our minds. So we cannot consciously control them. What we can do is we can develop our awareness to such a level that we have some amount or element of control over what is it that we are throwing away and what is it that we are retaining. Does that make sense? Right. Let's move on. Now, let's go. The NLP presuppositions are not simply theoretical axioms. They are not something that we used to call as moral of a story or something like that. They are not idioms. They are intended to be principles to live by. The field of NLP is based on a set of fundamental presuppositions or assumptions about ourselves, our behavior, and our world. Having said that, NLP can be individualized as well as generalized. It deals with how do I help myself as well as how do I help other people. Now, one of the biggest, the most important presuppositions of NLP, the principles of NLP, is that the map is not the territory it describes. We have only our own reality. We just explored reality, right? So, the map, if we look at a map of Bombay, alright, do you think it is actually Bombay? Of course not, it's just a map. Let's say I were to make a large map, a map which is as big as Bombay. Will that become Bombay or Mumbai? Of course not. It will still remain a very large life-size map of Mumbai. Are you there? Accordingly, all of us have maps of the world in our brains. and we say the map is not reality. It is just a map. That is why I say the map is not the territory it describes. We have our own models of reality. Even if you keep this one principle in your mind, you have learnt the fundamental of NLP. Because the moment you go outside and you start dealing with people, you will not assume that what I think is the only reality. You will make